Building a powerful physique is easier than you think, but you still might be stuck at beginner level moves with poor flexibility, low strength, a belly, or past injuries. But I've helped thousands of students build powerful physiques, and I have proof because they do the things that require a powerful physique, like handstands, human flags, vaults, flares, and flips. Now, you might be overcomplicating it, thinking you need some kind of diet, or that you don't have the right genetics, or your age is a factor, or you need certain equipment. You really don't need any of that. You just need to train right. Here, something very powerful for you to think about. Because your own strength is unequal to the task, do not assume that it is beyond the powers of man. But if anything is within the powers and province of man, believe that it is within your compass also. That was said by Marcus Aurelius. First step, you must have a good strength to weight ratio. I'll show you what that is in a sec. But basically, if a person has a six-pack or big muscles, that's good body composition, but strength to weight ratio is far more important and places the emphasis on ability rather than vanity, which is a symptom of insecurity. In other words, a powerful skill like a press handstand, V-stand, or muscle up is far superior to what the body fat calculator says, not to mention flares and flips. A few examples of good strength to weight ratio are the 3 Ps. Pull-ups for pulling, press handstands for pushing strength, and pistol squats for legs. But how do you get your weight to that ideal range to do those powerful skills? Sure, you want to have a good set of macros. I personally gear my nutrition to be about 70% protein, 50% fat, and 90% carbs. Just kidding. I'm checking to see if you're paying attention. And I do lean towards higher fat and protein, like 40% protein, 40% fat, 20% carbs. But I've got students who are vegetarian, vegan, carnivores, full omnivores, because everyone's unique. Vinny's a vegetarian. He's 54, 55 at this point now and had 5 hip surgeries, 4 knee surgeries, and a spine surgery before training. He was also self-described as soft and unathletic, but now he's got abs, handstands, muscle-ups, even backflips. Second, you must throw away all worry, and I mean all, including about your weight, and instead put positive energy into your training. Seriously, no complaining. It'll make all of life better. Third, focus on pushing yourself to higher levels. There's so many quote-unquote fitness people teaching the same old calisthenics and weightlifting basics ad nauseum, nitpicking over perfect form and telling you if push-ups and other basics feel too easy, you're not doing them right. The arguing inside of fitness seriously reminds me of corrupt religious leaders. It's complete BS. The truth is that basics should in fact feel easy, and you should constantly be leveling up to new skills, not doing the same old push-ups and bench press as a full-grown adult. I once heard of someone doing 30-second push-ups because they could feel the pain and make the form even more perfect. That's like taking 30 seconds to write the letter A. Come on. If it's been more than a year of training and you don't have at least 20 pull-ups, muscle-ups, a press handstand, V-stand, and some vaults, something is seriously wrong.
Whoa.
Like Patrick into his 7th decade of life, and when he started off with us, he was doing the same old workout type stuff and had 2 Achilles tears and shoulder problems trying to do jiu-jitsu, but now he has handstands, muscle-ups, vaults, you name it.
Nice.
And then as you advance in strength, your body adapts and you will look better and better because form follows function, a basic principle of engineering. But how do you scale up? What if you don't hit all the reps? How do you get full range? What if you have back, shoulder, or wrist injuries, etc., etc.? Which is why most students seek us out to train with us to get the nuances to the new levels. This is how you get 2 years of progress in 2 months when others are just fumbling around. And then the fourth, skills-based cardio. Think about things that involve skill. Swimming involves skill. Jumping rope does too. Not only is it building your cardiovascular system, but it's building your cognition and boosting your mood. But there's an even more advanced way we do skills-based cardio and Powerbatics at Pacific Rim Athletics. And that's by not doing sets and reps and instead combining completely different moves into one prearranged routine called a kata. Katas will push you to your absolute limit, increasing your heart rate to 180 beats per minute, driving up your metabolism to insane degrees, maxing out your power in every move. It's like HIIT, but way, way beyond. You can build these yourself or you can use ours, and they really will test you. In fact, they're required to advance to each new level. And when you put it all together like this, You will be surprised how simple it is to build a powerful physique. Like Zoltan, who had so much back pain from sitting at work all day he could barely walk, but now he's doing muscle-ups, one-arm pull-ups, and vaulting over the high bar while he puts it all together into action-packed katas that prove the power of his physique. But there's gonna be some limiting factors for you unless you fix them. One is flexibility. If you don't have flexibility, then every degree in which you're tight is an injury zone. Every area you're tight also becomes an area that is weak or atrophied, which is called a weak link. For example, tight hips but strong legs equals back pain, etc., etc. So flexibility is vital. Another is adding speed. You get injured because you add speed in directions your body isn't prepared for. Why doesn't anybody talk about this in fitness? Power is force times velocity, and velocity is a vector including speed and direction of motion. Could be a fall, could be a slap tear from the swing on the bar, could be hurting your back from a box jump. It's not age or anything else, it's your preparation. So how do you prepare? You build flexibility, strength, and speed on the foundation of a good strength to weight ratio. Fitness has lied to you, making you think it's too hard or too advanced, but it's really not. It's just human movement. You're designed for this. You just haven't been taught right, or maybe at all. So how long will it take you? I could pull out the body fat calculator and go through formulas for lean body mass and visible abs, target weight, and timelines for connective tissue, muscle, and neurological development, but that'll overly complicate things for you. Instead, think of it as levels in a video game. The things I shared with you today are straight from level 1 training, and you should be able to graduate from level 1 in 8 to 24 weeks. In other words, you should be able to gain pull-ups, press handstands, and pistols, and even be able to combine them into a quick, powerful kata in a couple of months. The exact time depends on your strengths, weaknesses, and most important, the positivity of your mindset. So if you've been working out for months or years and still don't have this, something is way off, but it can be fixed. Think about that. That stuff is just level 1. Easy, simple. See you in training.